McCarty and the Washougal High School Band for leading our seniors and staff in tonight. Welcome and good evening. We want to invite you here to Washougal High School Fishback Stadium and to Washougal High School's 108th commencement ceremony. At this time, I would like the members of the class of 2022 who are presently enlisted or preparing to enter the military to please come to the front of the stage. I would also like to ask anyone who has served or is presently serving in the military to stand and be recognized as we appreciate your service to our country. At this time, please rise as you are able. Remove your hats and direct your attention to the Camas Washougal Color Guard from Post 4278 for the presentation of the colors for tonight's ceremony. Thank you. Yes, I would like to invite the chamber choir from Washougal High School to come to the stage for the national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Camas Washougal Color Guard. We appreciate you being here, and thank you to the Chamber Choir directed by McKenna Clendenin. You guys can go ahead and go back to your seats. Thank you. As we gather here today, we look back into history and acknowledge those who first inhabited this land. Acknowledgment is a simple, powerful way to show respect and a step toward correcting the stories and practices that erase Indigenous peoples' history and culture. It is a way to invite and honor truth. The area we know today as Washougal is located on the traditional lands of the Chinookan-speaking people, who occupied this area since time immemorial. Today, we honor those Native peoples who found sustenance here and continue to be stewards of the land and waterways. We acknowledge their descendants who live in this world today. Caring adults, family, friends, and guests, we are here to celebrate the accomplishments, commitment, and hard work of the graduates of the class of 2022. Each of these students has met the graduation requirements of the state of Washington and the Washougal School District and will soon receive their high school diplomas. Earning a high school diploma is an achievement to be proud of and celebrated. So congratulations, class of 2022, on your accomplishments both in and out of the classroom. This year, our Panther communities has faced significant loss. In their honor, I would like for us to pause for a moment of silence in honor of Lucas, Zane, Fran, and Miss D. Thank you. Seniors, as you know, you ultimately have done the work to get to this point in your educational career. It is, however, important to remember that you have not been alone in this journey. With that, I want us to acknowledge those that are here today in support of you. I ask that you help me in sharing appreciation for their contributions, dedication, and the support they have provided, not only to you graduates, but to all students and staff who are a part of the Washougal community. Graduates, please stand, turn, and give your families and everybody here that's here to support you a big round of applause, Panther style. Thank you. You may be seated. We have some very special guests here tonight, and I would like to introduce them to you. So if you are on stage tonight when I call your name, will you please stand? Board President Corey Chase, Board Vice President Angela Hancock, Superintendent Dr. Mary Templeton, Assistant Superintendents Renee McMurray and Aaron Hansen, and a shout out to our Washougal High School Assistant Principals Mark Castle, Gary McGarvey, and Mary Persley. For those of you whom I have not met, I am Cherie Gomez-Clark, and I am the principal here. I have the true honor of serving each and every single one of you that are sitting out there tonight. To my right and at home are some of the most amazing educators that I am lucky to learn, serve, and work with every single day. The road to graduation is always a journey, and the last couple of years have been some of the most challenging for our educators as well as you. Despite that, our staff have shown up every single day and stepped up in a way that is truly remarkable. To our staff that are here and at home, thank you for the countless hours that you have put in to make sure that these students not only walk across this stage to receive their diploma, but for the time that you have invested in them and their future. The time that you have shed tears with them, laughed with them, held them accountable, had hard conversations, and fiercely believed in them. Thank you for modeling and being the adults that they need in their lives. Thank you. And again, last and certainly not least, thank you to our families, supporters, and friends of Class of 2022. You have endured and championed these seniors to their incredible successes. All right, I am honored to introduce our staff speaker for this year's commencement address. Whether you had Mrs. Mackey Green as a counselor or not, you know her from her amazing morning greetings from what I have dubbed the Mackey balcony. Her fierce advocacy for all students and staff makes her a truly remarkable educator. Mrs. Mackey Green, will you please join us? Got it?
Our robes have built-in pockets. It's graduation day! For families, it's an inside joke. I do say good morning as often as my children allow me to get to school on time to do so. And then on Fridays, I start every Friday with, it's Friday! But today, what is it? Graduation day! You're ready. Saturday's also a right answer. You would win at Jeopardy. For those who didn't know me, you now do. Mrs. Clark introduced you that I am Christina Mackey Green, Miss Mackey to most, one of the amazing school counselors here at Washougal High School. We have a phenomenal staff of counselors here. Your students are in excellent hands. As I prepared this speech, I thought about what advice could I possibly give to these young men and women. I cannot look at you, I will cry. I decided that I'd share the 5 characteristics I've seen again and again in my 11 years as a school counselor that have helped create a joy-filled life for students. Number 1, focus on what you have control over, yourself. Your attitude, your reactions, your efforts, all of that is within your control. The way you prepare for Dr. Merrill's chemistry exam, the attitude you have about learning math, the effort you put into reaching goals, the way you handle interpersonal conflict, the way you react to the possibility of rain on your graduation day. It is all within your control. Again, the only person or thing you have control over is yourself. If you can learn to focus on that and your response to what life throws your way, because it's gonna throw you some curveballs, the rest of my advice will be easy to do. Number 2, work hard. The most successful students, people I know, work really hard. As I've watched students excel either while here at WHS or post-high school, it's always been their personal efforts, their focused determination that has helped them succeed. In this world of social media and edited photos and instant gratification, hey Google, what time is it today? Hey Google, how do I spell this? It can look like it's so easy, like maybe they're lucky. But I bet if we ask our top 5%, our girls' basketball team that made it to state playoffs, or Chef Hitchens, who earned Regional Teacher of the Year, how they got there, and if it was easy, I'm almost certain that each of them would say that they worked really hard. It doesn't matter if you're going to university or apprenticeship, military, straight to the workforce. I guarantee you, if you put the effort in, like the way some of you play your video games, you will find greater success. Number 3, take risks. The saying that we never regret the things we did in life, but the ones we didn't do is so true. Don't be afraid to take risks. Step outside of your comfort zone. Try something new. It might be scary. You might fail, but it will be so worth it. What if you hadn't? What would it have been like this year if you did not audition for your first play and perform on stage your senior year? If you hadn't said yes to that first date? You hadn't applied to WSU because you didn't believe you could get admitted. You hadn't been vulnerable and asked for help. There were a lot of kids who asked for help this year. When the weight of the world felt like too much, what would it have been like to not take those risks? Your bravery has forever changed your story. Do the scary thing. Take risks. Be kind. Number 4, Webster's Dictionary defines kindness as being friendly, generous, considerate. It's the golden rule. It's as simple as opening a door, giving a compliment, saying hi, smiling to a stranger, helping others feel included, and saying thank you. Kindness should be who we are on social media, via text message, when interacting with our closest friends or a complete stranger. Remember, it's not the money people made or the accomplishments they earned that they are remembered for. It's how they made people feel. Be someone who is remembered for that. Number 5, live in gratitude. I mean, truly recognizing what we have to be grateful for, acknowledging it and appreciating it. When things get really difficult, like they have and like they will, focus on the things you're grateful for. A solid group of friends. BBO, I'm talking to you, ladies. A supportive adult, a teacher that pushed you, a counselor that gave you safe space. Oh, this is my last graduation, Washougal High School. I'm fighting. A job you enjoy, parents that sacrifice for you, a scholarship that made college possible. Gratitude doesn't make the hard stuff go away. It makes it manageable. Class of 2022, my hope is that 20 years from now, it'll go before you know it, believe me. You'll randomly be thinking about your graduation day and the loud, sometimes obnoxious school counselor and the advice that she gave you on how to live a fulfilled life. Focus what's on your control. Work hard. Take risks. Be kind. Live in gratitude. I hope that you will smile to yourself and think, she was right. Class of 2022, go out and create your life. You've earned it.
Thank you, Mrs. Mackey Green. I know you have changed and saved many, many lives. We're grateful for you. At this time, I would like to invite, at this time we are going to have the Washougal High School band play I'm Still Standing, directed by David Duarte. Thank you, Mr. Duarte and Washougal High School Band. Top 5%. I think we've got a couple people walking back to their seats. I would like to turn your attention to our students who are in the white robes in the front row. They comprise the top 5% of the class of 2022 based on their cumulative GPA. These students are also noted in the program and have their names listed on the board. I would like these students to stand and be celebrated for achieving an incredible top 5% of your class. Thank you. Incredibly, but not surprisingly, we have 10 valedictorians and 2 salutatorians. Can you believe it? Well done. Tonight, you will hear from 3 of our top 5%. All of our students in this category had the opportunity to speak. Not all of them chose to, and that's okay. We would like to recognize all of them for their hard work and their next plans, so you will hear a little bit about each of them. Also, in our top 5%, we have a set of triplets and a set of twins. It's awesome. Elizabeth Limboy will be heading to the university. Elizabeth, can you stand up? Thank you. To the University of Idaho in August to study English and will be a part of the Vandals marching band. Yes. While in high school, she loved being a part of the band all 4 years, and her favorite experience was traveling with the band to support the girls' basketball team in Yakima this past year. Thank you. Next is Mary Lindway. Mary plans to attend University of Idaho to major in psychology and minor in communication with the hopes of eventually becoming a clinical psychologist. She considers music her biggest area of achievement in high school. Through amazing music directors and hard work, she has improved as a musician and gotten to participate in honor bands such as PLU Northwest, All-State, and Western International Band Clinic. She hopes to continue improving and playing in college. Thank you, Mary. Emily Rabus. All right. After receiving her AA from Clark College this spring, Emily plans to attend the University of Washington to study biology. Emily hopes to pursue her career that helps better the environment. While in high school, Emily was a part of the National Honor Society, played club soccer year-round, and participated in varsity soccer, basketball, and varsity track. This winter, Emily was a partner for Unified Basketball. She valued it to such an extent that she decided to participate in Unified Soccer while running track and playing club soccer. Impressive. Emily would like to thank all of her teachers, coaches, teammates, friends, and family for supporting her throughout these 4 tough years. Thank you, Emily. Lauren Rabus. Lauren? Lauren will be attending Oregon State University to study biology. She hopes to pursue a career in veterinary medicine or other health-related fields. As an athlete, she played soccer, tennis, and basketball. She was also involved in the National Honor Society, Unified Basketball, and club soccer. During her senior year of high school, she was the Offensive Player of the Year in the 2A GSHL soccer. She will earn her AA at Clark College as a running start student, and Lauren appreciates her family and friends for supporting her these past 4 years. Thank you, Lauren. All right, Molly Rabus. Molly will be attending the University of Washington in the fall. She plans to pursue a career in public health with the desire of making healthcare more equitable and accessible for all. Throughout her high school career, Molly participated in soccer, basketball, and tennis. In addition to earning her Associate in Arts degree at Clark College, she was a member of the National Honor Society and played year-round club soccer. Molly would like to thank each and every one of her teammates, coaches, friends, and family members. She loves and values you all so much and would not be here without you. Thank you, Molly. Sammy Maderos. Sammy will be attending Washington State University in Pullman, go Cougs, in the fall. She plans on studying psychology and environmental science. With her degree, Sammy plans on becoming someone that can facilitate positive change through the career she pursues. While in high school, she has been a three-sport athlete, and Sammy especially cherishes her time with her basketball team. Her most meaningful volunteerism was helping with the Red Cross blood drives. Thank you, Sammy. All right, at this time, I have the honor of presenting our student speakers for the class of 2020. Our first student speaker is Jaiden Bea. Go ahead and come on up, Jaiden. Jaiden plans to attend the University of Idaho on a full-ride basketball scholarship and pursue law. While in high school, she won a state basketball title as a freshman and has actively been pursuing her AA degree through Clark College.
Okay, how do I fix this thing real quick? It's okay. Hello and congratulations to the Washougal High School class of 2022. Welcome, families and friends. It is by the grace of God that I am able to stand in front of you today. I stand here today being recognized as one of the valedictorians, but every success, characteristic, passion, and aspect of my being is granted to me by the grace of God, as is the same for you. It is by God's design that we are what we are. We do not know what is to come, and it is out of love and the unexpected events of the future we will face that I speak today. In a time of many changes and new beginnings, we see that high school is one small chapter of our lives. It's a book of many pages, and we are not the authors. God is. He knows what is to come. Whether good or bad from our perspective, it all brings glory to him. It is a comfort to know that God directs and is in all things. He gives us hope no matter the circumstances of this life. A story of three men portrays this very well. Facing death, the three men were either forced to submit to a false idol or be thrown into a blazing furnace. Their response to this was, if we are thrown into a blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from it, and he will deliver us. Facing death, these men trusted God with their future. We, as students, heading to the college, the workforce, trade school, and the military, need to trust God with our futures. It is by him and through him that all things happen. So, as we close this amazing and memorable chapter of high school, be thankful for the past and excited for the future. And no matter how we feel, seek our one and only true and eternal comfort. Thank you.
Thank you, Jaiden. Okay, clubs and activities. Here at Washougal High School, we have a robust and diverse club offerings and participation. From our world champion robotics team, Team Mean Machine, future business leaders of America who are going to nationals, to our Gay Straight Alliance, Black Student Union Club, Bible Club, World Language Clubs, and so many more that we would be here all night listing, have a strong source of participation here. While this does not encompass all, I do want to acknowledge those of you who have participated in any club. So if you have participated at any point in your 4 years here at Washougal High School, will you please stand if you have participated in any club? Excellent, thank you. Our second speaker tonight, student speaker, is Elise Moore. Elise is attending Brigham Young University in Utah this fall and is majoring in neuroscience. She plans to attend an optometry program post-university. As an optometrist, she wants to bring attention to childhood myopia and specialize in treatments like orthokeratology. I can't tell you how many times I had to practice that. Did I mess it up? Okay. Elise is a multi-sport athlete and plays competitive club tennis. She has been playing and performing on the piano since she was 6 years old. All right, it's all you.
I'm also a little bit taller. All right. Good evening, graduates and guests. Growing up, we're told there is an ideal, that happiness is within our grasp, but that's easier said than done. We are constantly bombarded with setbacks, complaints, and unfairness that negatively impact our developing mindset. The amount of negativity can be overwhelming and destructive and make us feel like we will never achieve our happiness. Not long ago, I learned about Shawn Achor, an advocate for positive psychology. His main message is that a positive mindset leads to happiness. He says, quote, "Only 10% of our long-term happiness is predicted by the external world. 90% of our long-term happiness is thus how our brain processes the external world," end quote. Achor also stresses that a person's happiness mainly comes from relationships, good relationships. I can identify with Achor's message. After an injury my sophomore year, I had ankle reconstruction surgery, and it was very hard and painful. I was pretty positive. I knew that I had time to recover and return to sports and activities. But a year later, I had another injury followed by reconstruction of my other ankle. And this time I felt pretty hopeless. My brain told me that I couldn't go through that whole recovery process again. But I did. And as I missed out on so many opportunities, I was able to reflect on what a meaningful, happy life for me really means. And I realized my physical environment didn't have nearly as much control over my happiness when I had the right mindset. Ironically, I am standing in front of you today because I thought being the best and brightest in my class since kindergarten would be what made me happy. Well, I mean, it does make me a little happy. But through my struggles, I have learned what truly makes me happy, and that is the relationships I have built. My family and some amazing people that have stood by my side have made me so much happier than any A+ on a test. As a class, we faced unprecedented challenges. Some of these have been personal, but some we have faced together. We did it. We graduated. We have our future ahead of us. As exciting or daunting as the future may seem, we all know there will be hardships coming our way. So, let's be positive in the present. Find your people that bring you real happiness. Find your meaningful life. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Goodness, everybody's taller than me. Thank you, Elise. All right, right now I would like to recognize our AVID students. If you are an AVID student, will you please stand? Oh, there you are, okay. This year we celebrate our second graduating AVID class. AVID, or Advancement via Individual Determination, is a nationally recognized and specialized program that prepares students for rigorous post-secondary goals. This college preparatory program requires students to go through an application and interview process to be selected for this program. During their 4 years in AVID, they receive academic, social, and emotional support that helps them to succeed in some of our most challenging courses. AVID students strive for success through hard work, academic skill building, tutorial study groups. Are you going to miss the TRFs? No? And motivational activities. Our small but mighty graduating AVID seniors are identified with their AVID stoles. I am extremely proud of this group, their accomplishments, and their drive to push past easy. Thank you. All right, our third student speaker is Lana White. Lana participated in various extracurriculars, including the arts. She enjoyed playing in the high school bands and performing for theater. She feels fortunate she participated in 2 honor bands, Western International Band Clinic and Pacific Lutheran University Honor Band. Lana plans to study music at Clark College.
Seniors, congratulations. After many trials and tribulations, we're finally graduating. This momentous moment might be one you remember or one you won't. But either way, our graduation symbolizes something huge. We are stepping out of our childhood and into our adulthood. We get to choose who and what we become, and we take on a lot of responsibility. Take that responsibility responsibly. Somewhere down the line, we become people that value keeping busy. Even our thoughts need to be kept busy. All I ask of you is not to be completely consumed by this hustle culture. It's good to have a goal and work hard for it, but remember that you are important too. Take some time to sit or jog or do something idle without your phone. Leave yourself alone with your thoughts for a while. If you feel like you always have to keep your mind occupied to avoid what you find there, consider finding someone to talk to about it. Secondly, be kind to yourself. It's okay to be happy and to enjoy the little moments of life. If there's any time you need to take for your mind, it's the time to appreciate where you are. That can be physically, spiritually, mentally, or emotionally. When I go on hikes and stop to look at the scenery, I really appreciate how beautiful it is. Wherever you find yourself in your hike of life, don't forget to stop and look at the little things that make the world around you beautiful. If you're anything like me, graduation won't suddenly make you feel older and more responsible. You'll still feel like a kid and you won't have the whole world worked out. And that's okay. You can look to the people around you to help. Everybody needs somebody they can turn to support. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Thank you, Lana. One of the options our students have after completing their 10th grade year is to attend Clark College. At this time, I would like to acknowledge our graduates who earned their associate degree from Clark College as they simultaneously completed their graduation requirements with the Washougal School District. If you have received your associate degree, please stand. Thank you. All right, our next student speaker is ASB President Taya Williams. Taya will be attending Western Oregon University next year. Taya has grown up her entire life in Washougal and has served this year as our ASB President, along with being a cheer captain. Taya's leadership and love for Washougal has truly brought the Panther spirit to our senior class.
Sorry about that fall. It's one way to break the ice. Thank you, Ms. Clark, for the kind introduction and for allowing me to speak here today. Good afternoon, friends, family, and fellow graduates. Let me start off by saying I'm honored to be delivering this speech on one of the most important days of our lives. Whether you consider that statement true or not, graduating high school is an accomplishment. And we can all proudly say that being here today is an act not only of personal commitment, but of pride. We all worked so hard to get here, and those 14 years didn't go to waste. Some will say that today is where we start our journey. I disagree. Our journey began a long time ago. Today just happens to be the day we split ways and follow our separate paths. And we haven't forgotten those who have already finished their journeys. I know that they are here with us today in good spirits as we take this step in moving forward. As I reflect on my high school experience, I realize that I've learned two major lessons. The first is, never hide in Miss Grant's room, because that's where they'll look first. Second is, never settle. Sure, it might be what's comfortable, and we've all settled at one point or another, but I've learned that it's when we stop settling that we find courage within ourselves and strive to do great things. We are the class who spent half of our high school years wondering if life would ever return to normal. The class who persevered through loss and grief. But most importantly, we are the class that never lost hope. So when we receive our diplomas, remember this: a diploma is not a guarantee, but an opportunity. An opportunity to get a head start on life. With that being said, let us congratulate the class of 2022. We did it, Panthers!
Thank you, Taya. This year, we had tremendous success in athletics from the beginning of the year to the end. Multiple district championships, high district finishes, district competitions, and league titles were fought for and won. These student athletes have competed with grit and grace. Please stand if you have participated in a sport this year so that you can be celebrated. And thank you for helping Washougal rise. Where are our athletes at? All right. Thank you. At this time, I would like to take a moment and recognize the individuals responsible for creating such an amazing venue tonight. It really starts and ends with the Bennett family, Marcus, Lisa, and Jay Bennett, and the National Honor Society members. Thank you to our athletic department, Mr. McGarvey, Miss Mansfield, and Miss Young for helping with all of the details for all of our senior projects and for making tonight go as smooth as it can go. And thank you to all who have donated their time and resources to make this an amazing event for our seniors. Thank you. Several of our graduates attended the Cascadia Tech Academy this year as well as last year as juniors. These seniors participated in Cascadia Tech half-day programs ranging from aviation technology and criminal justice to fashion merchandising, management, cosmetology, homeland security, fire science, and so many more. CTA provides students with the necessary professional skills and technical knowledge to enter high-demand occupations with confidence and pride. So if you are a part of the Cascadia Tech Academy, will you please stand so you can be celebrated? Thank you. Seniors, I listened to Miss Grant's speech at the senior assembly, and then I listened to Miss Mackey's speech, and I listened to the song that Mr. Duarte chose. I swear we did not plan our speeches at all. And what that should tell you is we have the same message and same darn belief in you without even talking about it. Stand tall, it gets a little better. I see the wall that we can break down together. Stand strong, it gets a little better now. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing to you. Nobody wants that. But these are lyrics from one of my favorite songs by the group Dirty Heads. Often my inspiration comes from my drives to and from this very building. Whether it's the scenery as I drive down Washougal River Road, the wildlife I see, or the music on the way, I often find this is a time that I reflect. Think about how the day will go or how the day went. Some days are incredibly harder than others. And several weeks ago was no different. I was thinking about what I would say to you today. How do I find words to help inspire your future when you've inspired me? How do I express the character, grit, and awesomeness of this class and your accomplishments? What words are there to describe your incredible journey? This song came on and those lyrics stuck with me. You have stood tall and stood your ground in what you believe in. You didn't let anything or anyone stop you from your accomplishments and goals. There wasn't a wall that you couldn't break down together. You, my seniors, have faced barriers, loss. You have stood tall in those moments, but you didn't stand tall in isolation. You stood together, stronger, and more beautiful through it. That's when I knew those words, that song, captured you. I was watching your senior ASL show, and I noticed a couple things. The first was your song that you performed in which you captioned the news highlights and life-changing events through your 4 years in high school. That moment, though full of emotion, was not sad. It was incredible. Because on that stage, you stood together, you stood tall, you embraced those walls that you broke down together. The walls of grief, the walls of late starts, the walls of a pandemic, of fires, the walls of mental health, and the walls of conflict. You captured those events. But on that stage, you all cared, you all loved, and you all persevered. And that is who you are. While every senior wasn't on this stage that night, I do believe that that moment encompassed the spirit of this class. Because I can tell you that not every person on that stage, not every person on your stage is your best friend. We just don't like everybody, and that's okay. You have different beliefs, different values, different gifts, different talents. You have different abilities. But on that stage, on this stage, within this class, you are incredible, and you are incredible because you have stood tall together, because you have in common the strength of community. The legacies of this class will last beyond our time here together. The legacy of Lucas, when every September we stand together to make someone smile, we will honor. Every year, when the scholarship of Zane Justice is announced, we will stand together knowing that we were all better because of him. You see, this class doesn't let heartache, pain, hard work, challenge, and difficulty take you down. You take it and you make it better for you and better for those coming behind you. So their legacy, your legacy, will continue to live on. As you look to the future, whether it's rain or shine, you have a continued choice, much like what Miss Mackey Green said. You get to choose what you will stand for, what you will work hard for, what you will fight for, who you will be, where you will go, and who will be with you on that journey. My friends, continue to stand tall in who you are. Stand strong in your values and never, ever compromise your integrity. Continue to stay strong when adversity hits you. And never stand alone. Be the person that asks to stand with someone. Be the person who receives the help when someone stands with you. Class of 2022, in all that you do it with the integrity and heart that you have right now. Thank you, class of 2022. This year, we finally were able to be present at our drama productions, our band and choir concerts, art shows, and so much more. We've even had WHS alumni here to help direct. To be in the Washburn Theater again, listening to our band, choir, and drama at their finest has been the greatest honor. If you have participated in drama and fine arts, will you please stand? Thank you. And on that note, pun intended, I am pleased to announce that performing now is our chamber choir singing All Will Be Well, directed by McKenna Clendenin. Please join me on stage.
All will be well. All will be well. All will be well. I am here beside you. I am holding you. I will be the hand of love in all you do. So I will bring a shining light, a story new to tell. In the end, all things shall pass, and all will be well. So I will bring a shining light, a story new to tell. In the end, all things shall pass, and all will be well. 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 All will be well.
Thank you very much to Mrs. Clendenin. I tried to put your first name and last name together, and our chamber choir. Each year, the Washougal High School staff nominates students for 3 distinct awards: the Bootstrap, the Citizenship, and the Black and Orange. These awards represent the character traits that we hold in high regard here at WHS. At this time, I would like to invite the following students up to the stage: Taylor Paulson, Amy Justice, and Alexis Perry. And I'll have you all just stand right here. The Citizenship Award goes to a senior who, through their actions, has participated in school and/or community service and has shown a positive attitude towards classmates, school, and community. They have displayed an understanding and appreciation of civic responsibility and possess strength of character and the courage to do what is right and kind. This student has promoted citizenship within their school and within Washougal community through a pretty specific activity. During the closure, Taylor Paulson and her family started a project called the Blessing or Morale Boxes. These boxes were made to help students who were impacted by the pandemic and who needed to have a little mental health boost and know that they were cared for by members of their community. This continued this year, and I imagine it will continue on. In addition to this, Taylor and her mom worked to set up what is now called our Giving Gown Gala, making sure that all students not only had access to formal wear for our dances, but formal wear that was inclusive to all people. In her acts of service, she drew in the community of Washougal, and we know that this will continue to be a tradition here in Washougal and available to more community members besides just our students. So congratulations, and thank you, Taylor, for your support. The Black and Orange Award is for the senior who has shown through their actions to be proud to be a Panther and consistently represents the WHS community with dignity and pride. This goes beyond school spirit. The recipient of this award demonstrates all of the pillars of pride: perseverance, respect, integrity, diversity, and empathy. They seek to improve the culture and proudly and honorably lead with the Panther spirit. This year's recipient is Alexis Perry. One of her nominees shared that Alexis has taken advantage of multiple programs offered at WHS. Throughout her time here, she has been involved in leadership, Unite, Cheer, Choir, and more. She has deep pride and love for the WHS community. She has faced a lot, but you would never know it by the way she treats others and the high expectations she holds herself and others to. Alexis, you were nominated this year for all 3 awards and selected for the Black and Orange. Congratulations. Our last award is our Bootstrap Award. This year, we have made a change to this award. Every year, I have several students asking me, what does that mean to pull yourself up by your bootstraps? And every year I swear I am going to change the name, but not the spirit of the award. Yet it still hadn't happened. We just couldn't come up with a name that fit the spirit of that award. So this year, when we lost our dear friend and fierce fighter for students, Fran McCarty, we knew that this was the change to happen. I'm going to read a poem that is one of her favorites by one of her favorite authors that speaks to her spirit and the spirit of the award. Listen to the Mustn'ts by Shel Silverstein. Listen to the mustn'ts, Panthers. Listen to the don'ts. Listen to the shouldn'ts, the impossibles, the won'ts. Listen to the never haves, then listen close to me. Anything can happen, Panthers. Anything can be. To present the Fran McCarty Award, I would like to ask her very dear friend, Kelly Gregerson, to the stage.
Doing it again. So bootstraps, I actually had to look them up. They're that little loop that pulls your boot up at the back. To pull yourself up by your bootstraps means to raise yourself up, to pull so hard in something so tough that you're able to kind of levitate yourself. For those who knew my friend, Fran McCarty, she went through a lot of adversity in her life, but was able to not only elevate herself, but elevate others. Just those out here who graduated or were here or graduates, how many of you, your lives were touched by Fran? That's a lot of hands. As you know, we lost her on New Year's Day this year. She was a tireless champion of students, an amazing co-conspirator on a lot of our plays, and one of the strongest people I ever met. Fran didn't have an easy life, but she raised herself up and she raised those around her up. So not surprisingly, the person that we are giving the inaugural Fran McCarty Award to is someone who has been through outstanding loss, but has chosen to raise themselves up and raise the people around them up. So the inaugural Fran McCarty Award goes to Amy Justice.
Thank you, Mr. Gregerson, and to our 3 outstanding outstanding students. You truly do represent the true spirit of being a Panther, and we thank you. Members of the graduating class of 2022, I know I speak on behalf of the staff when I say that it has been our pleasure supporting you through high school and watching you develop into the young adults you are today. You have helped us become better at what we do and have helped our community grow through your contributions. It is our wish that you will have the resources, skills, strength, and determination necessary to face all that life has to offer you. At this time, I would like to welcome Superintendent Dr. Mary Templeton to the podium.
All right, the weather is cooperating. I'll make this brief. Good evening, parents, family, and friends of the 2022 graduating class of Washougal High School. And congratulations and welcome to you, graduate candidates. Commencement is the culminating event of your K-12 educational experience, and you should be proud of your individual and collective accomplishments, and you should feel confident that you are well prepared for the next step in your life journey. Let me personally commend and thank each one of you for exhibiting courage, resilience, optimism, determination, much creativity, care for each other, and service to each other, to your families, and to this community. I'm impressed with you, and I'm thankful that you have collectively demonstrated the spirit behind why the Washougal School District is indeed rising. It's because of the students like you, graduating class of 2022. Certainly the staff and the administration of the Washougal High School, as well as all of the staff that has supported you over the last 12 years, can take great pride and pleasure in this moment. Please join me in thanking these dedicated and caring educators for their contribution to your success. Once again, we thank you. Please join me. And then at this time, I would like to also acknowledge the leadership and service of the Washougal School District Board of Directors. The Board of Directors consists of 5 members: Corey Chase, Board President; Angela Hancock, Board Vice President; Chuck Carpenter, Sadie McKenzie, and Jim Cooper. Thank you, each one of you, for your dedication and service to this school district. It's been an honor to know you and to continue to serve the district alongside you. It gives me great pleasure, with that said, now to introduce to you Board President Mr. Corey Chase.
Good evening. It's an honor to be here with you tonight with the Washougal High School class of 2022. Thank you to the family, friends, and loved ones of our graduates for being here to share in this important milestone. This is an exceptionally special night for me, as my son is one of the many outstanding students in this class of 2022. The class of 2022 is an amazing group of young people who have shown tremendous resilience and perseverance. They have shown us courage in the face of adversity, leadership during times of crisis, and the fortitude to overcome great obstacles. They have already achieved so much in their young lives, and they have all represented themselves, their families, and our community with dignity, respect, and empathy. I have been fortunate to see them grow up and watch them become the amazing citizens that they are today. We've taken field trips, numerous field trips, outdoor school in the Gorge, trips to the zoo, coaching basketball at JMS, winning a flag football championship. It's been an amazing journey with a wonderful group of kids and their families. And I thank you for allowing me to share in some of your fun along the way. The next few years, as you move on to new adventures, these will be some of the most fun and exciting years of your life. And I can't wait to see what you all achieve and how you change this world for the better. I couldn't be prouder of the class of 2022. So class of 2022, I now have the honor of making your graduation official. On behalf of the Washougal School District Board of Directors, I attest and certify that the students presented to you have met the graduation requirements established by the state of Washington and the Washougal School District. It is my honor to accept the graduating class of 2022 from Washougal High School and confer upon you a high school diploma. Congratulations, and may you always live life to the fullest. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Templeton and Mr. Chase. Washougal community, the highlight of this evening's program is the awarding of the diplomas. This represents the sacrifices and efforts of many years. It also represents the hopes and dreams of both students and their families. Reading the names of the students will be our senior class officers. And families, we know it might be a little bit difficult because you want to capture that perfect picture, but please stay in your seats so that we don't get in the way of other people who are trying to see their kiddo graduate. So stay in your seats, take your pictures. I promise we'll have lots of extra time to be able to do those photos. But before we get started, I would like to take a moment to have Amy Justice join us. She will be receiving Zane Justice's diploma on his behalf. Amy, I'm going to have you come up this way. There we go. Thank you. Graduates, you should have your lime green ribbons. Can we get those out and give a little spirit up to Zane? All right, should we get started? All right, let's do that. Mr. Gregerson, Mr. Reed, we are ready.
We're just gonna do one.
Okay, good. That's mine. So, Jaiden, Briley, that's the cadence we want?
Jaiden Briley B.
Elise Corinne Moore.
Elizabeth Lynn Lenvoy.
Mary Catherine Lenvoy.
Lana Akali White.
Nathan Carey Gable.
Sarah Knowles.
Haley Marie Randall.
Adonis William Cruz.
Seong Rose Buckland.
Lena Katerina Berry.
Emily Ann Rabus.
Gino Nicholas Marchese.
Molly Juliana Rabus.
Riley Elise Maddox.
Lauren Olivia Rabus.
Brittany Nicole Meyer.
Sophia Elizabeth Krasnogroff.
Samantha Luna Medeiros.
Peyton Alexis Robb.
Natalie Jane LeBay.
Braden Ray Palin.
Lindsay Paige Wilcox.
Anna Claire Hone.
Christina Nicole Young.
Braxton Lee Zummel.
Jonah Hiroki Powell.
Justin Matthew Ledbetter.
Jonathan A.T. Rossell.
Levi Thomas Jenkins Morrill.
Scott William Vielman.
Ezekiel James Serling Austin.
Garrett Luma.
Riley Gardner Bowles.
Amy Jordan Justice.
Alexis Melton.
Trenton Bentel Hamilton.
Carson Robert Chase.
Carly Marie Sawyer.
Annabella Rose Honkala.
Savia Haley Dowd.
Miles Thomas McDonald.
Isabel Eiley Basila.
Hope Autumn Johnson.
Sophia Maeve Pavia.
Sarah Ann Gable.
Edith Lopez.
Gisela Victoria Maria Munoz.
Hunter Bartow Fowler.
Sarah Evelyn Cardon.
Allison Janine Swenson.
Haley Ruth Seifert.
Gavin William Kestner.
Henry No Bones Jones.
Lacey Jolynn Klopman Bazerman.
Wilford Nicholas Failer.
Carson Hawk Morris.
Madeline Denise Lewis.
Alexa Grace Evans Madwell.
Lauren Alexia Humphreys.
Logan K. Washburn.
Grace Marie Sanders.
Grayson Riley Birkland.
Tara Mackenzie Ziegler.
Bella Smith.
Zaylee Jane Hart.
Vivian June Smith.
Ainsley Gwynn Barnett.
Lola Marie Scheel.
Alexis Kaylee Bring.
Justin Lane Nichols.
Cade Frederick Costalis.
Grace Lauren Daly.
Xander Kyle Harmon.
Natalie Jolynn Collins.
Emma Elizabeth Seekins.
Paige Mackenzie Moss.
Shane Robert Meyer.
Matthew Joseph Jenny.
Sydney Ann Granzow.
Grace Lindsay DeShazer.
Haley Elizabeth Arnold. Emma Rose Visathep.
Marissa Ann Harris.
Victoria Naylene Levitt.
Colby Jean Mings.
Jackson Tyler Olson.
Kabaya Ann Blaine.
Fisher Aubrey Lees.
Olivia Joy Kessinger.
Cameron Isabel Garrett.
Caleb Robert Davis.
Hallie Nicole Flansburgh.
Isabel Catherine Klopman.
Carissa Janae De La Rocha.
Lillian Marie Muka.
Lucas Robert Golthney.
Ethan William Troop.
Aiden Levi Baylor.
Gavin Bryce Gamache.
Jackson Edward Taylor.
Kaylee Hart Hagan.
Isabella Grace Jewell.
Lucas Aaron White.
Savea Raydell Mansfield.
Jacob Isaiah Havman.
Jake Taylor Rushlow.
Scott Stephen Condon.
Taylor Faith Polson.
Adeline Sedona Cathy.
Sadie Grace Neathammer.
Linnell Elizabeth Spencer.
Nicholas Sebastian Del Real.
Elijah Samuel Howard.
Joshin Von Escalona.
Connor Emery Norvell.
Kenneth James Wetzel.
Tanner Lewis Johnston.
Mason Dean Van Nostern.
Andrew James Seitz.
Kayla Ray Northcutt.
Elisa Ray Guffey.
Marissa Rosales.
Azure Zerbe.
Braden James Unruh.
Jonathan Jose Collins.
Tannerly Honey Newton.
Trenton James Keeler.
Caleb Eden Bennett.
Harrison Parks Tanner.
Michaela Brett Lowry.
Rose Marie May Pike.
Arshely Kwanzas.
Stacy Io Alder.
Logan Ryan Christensen.
Adam Michael Lund.
Turner James Michael Hurd.
Eric Robert Deary Martell.
Braden Gary Houts.
Talon Lee Ferguson.
Zachary William Ager.
William Randolph Shedden.
Samuel Robert Stoller.
Spencer James Nicholson.
Brooke Alexandria Cannon.
Briseda Reyes Piedra.
Zachary Ryan Charbonneau.
Wesley Scott Haven.
Ryan James Tewitt.
Matthew Lawrence Martin.
Nicole Ty Donaldson.
Brianna Nicole Kistner.
Aiden Michael Immel.
Jackson Riley Lucas.
Xavier Grant Womelsdorf.
Hayden Brooke Brown.
Colin Francis Massey.
Gabriel Edward Becken.
Casey James Gabriel.
Braden Eugene Farnsworth.
Jacob Allen Gregerson.
Robert Daniel Barton Stevens.
Muhammad Aja Fudazi.
Maverick Fries Beavers.
Catherine Diane Casillas.
Leonie Matians.
Blake Edward Scott.
Samuel Richardson.
Bryce Jesse Winter.
Gabriel King Hoffman.
Dominic Xavier Langdon.
Damian Michael Penko.
Trayton Isaiah Briggs.
Ronnie Xavier White.
Chloe Maddox Reish.
Heather Renee Willis.
Jaden Kendall Geisy.
Gabriel Xavier Morales.
Ethan Charles K.
Aaliyah Marie Rivera.
Lily Renee Beecher.
Zanaya Hope Trask.
Sierra Hope Davis.
Natalie Grace Galloway.
Simone Ann Valansky.
Jacob David Struley.
Colin Michael Schmidt.
Chase Riley Delp.
Aiden Vincent Davis Cosmo.
Rhiannon Nation Davis Cosmo.
Javon Anthony White.
Joseph Villarreal.
Ratton Ray Malcolm Reynolds.
Federico Pineda.
Sayana Patrine Seaman.
Ethan Pierce Cherry.
Anthony James Ingram.
Evan Nathaniel Vanderfang.
Madeline Elliott King. Cole Andrew Vaughn. Taya Marie Williams. Jocelyn Brooke Catrone Bauman. Julianne Hope Baker. Alexis Leona Perry.
All right, as we have our graduates go back to their seats, graduates, for just 1 second, I would like for you to stand. We have one more really important person to thank. So could you please stand and give a big round of applause for Mrs. Eklund, who has helped make sure prom happened for you and everything in between your senior year. Thank you. And thank you, Mrs. Eklund, for your leadership, your hard work. It wasn't always easy, but we got them here. All right. Family, friends, guests, the next few minutes, I am asking for your cooperation. Our graduates will be moving their tassels and then exiting with dignity, like we practiced on Friday when it was really, really wet, out of the stadium. So parents, if you could please stay seated while our graduates exit their seats. Staff, at this time, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and line up along the field over there so we can congratulate all of our graduates. We got them through. All right, so line up, keep going all the way down toward the flagpole for me. All right. Students, I'm sorry, graduates, will you please stand? At this time, will you please move your tassels from the right to the left? Congratulations, graduates of Washougal High School, class of 2022. All right, at this time, I want you to, just like we practiced, go ahead and head out towards the staff. After you grab your hat.